majority.
Yo, welcome to Majority Report, your podcast brought to you from the ad agency built by culture. Don't forget to follow us, okay, on TikTok and Instagram. I'm saying that at the top of the pod because y'all might not stick around. But welcome to Majority Report. We have, of course, more entertainment to get into, but gang.
I'm Jeremiah, producer here at Majority, and I'm that guy.
I'm Cherie, your grandma's favorite stranger and art director.
I'm John Wright, your friendly neighborhood strategist, associate strategy director here at Majority.
And I'm OJ. I always forget to say my job title. I'm bad at that. But art director here, social, what should I say? Social extraordinaire.
Guru.
Passionate social person at Majority. I say entertainment because we always talk about movies that are out and stories and how that works for advertising, but also just what's happening in the world. So there's gonna be Odyssey chat today.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Spoilers if you have not seen it.
Well, hopefully we don't spoil it.
Because I still want to see it.
Oh, I forgot John hasn't seen it either.
Yeah.
We can talk about it without spoiling
John is our last to watch everything person. He never has seen this stuff.
Man, I mean, to be fair, I eventually end up catching up, but I'm still not gonna
See, because
like White Chicks. Y'all like these are the type of recommendations they give me. Like, hey, you should watch White Chicks, and then I watch it, and I'm like,
First of all, you're
Let's not bring that back up. Let's not bring that back up.
That's crazy you bring it up on yourself. Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here
Let's
again.
not bring that one back up.
Get
That's
him
funny.
in the comments.
John
That's
doesn't
funny.
like white chicks. But the story on the Odyssey, I know John has a bit about the cameras, but we're gonna get into as Nolan intended for it to be watched and what's actually happening right now. Did you get an IMAX bucket?
no.
I was gonna be
So
impressed.
salute to the theaters. They're like $150, and I know because remember when I sent the link to y'all, I knew no one was gonna buy it because it's $150.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I
But-
didn't see that.
Does it come for popcorn for life or something?
No,
Nah,
absolutely
you know,
not.
nah.
She makes an
Alright.
excellent point. It should come with popcorn. You should be able to walk in with that thing.
And be like,
Exactly.
fill it up.
I am. How
Fill
are you
it
going
up.
to tell me not to?
Fill it up.
I
But
just
it
spent $150 on it.
Fill
It
it
is
up.
interesting because even zooming out a bit, AMC has done that for a lot of their blockbuster films lately. Like they've
Yeah,
been
they've been
doing, they did one for that. I think for The Devil Wears Prada, they also did
Yeah.
another popcorn
Yep.
bucket. Did they do one for the movie with Ariana Grande?
Wicked?
Oh, Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they
definitely
did,
did one
yeah.
for Wicked. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't make the connection when I saw the IMAX popcorn bucket. I thought it was just a money grab. But then someone reminded me that they had to make an entirely new new camera for the
movie. Yeah, the Odyssey.
So long story short, I was talking to my brother about this, and the camera only films for 3 minutes at a time, all this stuff. But the marketing for the film has been really interesting because even listening to like radio, we were on like a road trip, and you're just in a car for like hours, and like you hear all these different kind of advertisements, and I kept hearing stuff along the lines of see the movie as like Christopher Nolan intended. Like, so I think that's a really interesting piece of marketing that they've been doing for this film, which is why the IMAX has been completely sold out a year in advance. Is
3
it's this
a.m.
idea.
showings.
Yeah.
And the
Sold
3
out.
a.m.s is
3
Yeah.
a.m. showings.
I think that's how they're trying to get people back into the movies, is making a big deal about the screen itself. Because if you don't, people are just like, okay, well, I'll just go and watch it, when it's on TV or like on a regular screen. But like, if you make it a big deal about, oh, it's this IMAX, because Sinners did the same thing. Even though it wasn't fully shot on IMAX, it had IMAX adjacency. And like that was a big thing of like, oh, you got to go see it on IMAX. You got to go see it on IMAX because they're trying to get more people into the theater, which I get.
And I will say, like, for me, so I saw it twice last week, but I did not see it in IMAX. But I do know, like, after seeing it the first time, I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to see it multiple times. So then even, like, being able to pull you in to the point where, like, oh, this is such a, like, well-crafted movie. And then now that I've seen it a couple of times, I do want to see it in 70 millimeter. So like even in the way that the advertising has been done, like I was like, I'm not going to be able to go see it as soon as possible. So or in 70 millimeter. So let me go and see it any type of way I can.
Yeah.
So I can then come back to see it in 70 millimeter. So I think even in that marketing aspect, like you can pull people in, especially with these movies and like something like this. You know?
Yeah. It's funny because people are complaining about there not being enough IMAX theaters. However, people are also saying that the movie industry is kind of scarce and people aren't going to the movies as much. But then as soon as something comes out where it's like, we use IMAX cameras, it's all this demand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's this demand for the cool stuff that comes out in regular format? I'm just saying, I'd be at the movies. Nobody's there.
They just got to make it up. I mean, do like how Marvel is doing.
Make
they
it
have
up.
this new Infinity Vision.
Oh, no.
Baby, that ain't no. What is Infinity Vision for real?
Yeah.
Like, what is
People are
that?
calling that a scam. People are,
You know what
I'm
saying?
interested to see what Infinity Vision is
Exactly,
in application.
but-
In application.
Question for y'all, because I'm the only person here who doesn't attend productions, work on productions, etc. Why don't they shoot commercials on IMAX cameras?
Why would you?
Wait, why?
That would be?
Yeah, that makes no sense to do that.
to see in the theater?
I just want.
Because
I don't
you
know.
have,
Just
like,
cause.
the reason why you shoot on an IMAX camera is so you can post it on the
Yeah.
IMAX screen. Because I think I was looking at something. The actual IMAX screen is what, 5 stories tall?
It's,
It's
I thought
like-
it was 3. Maybe it's
Okay,
5.
I think it's 5 because those are the fake IMAX ones are 3 stories tall. So the reason
Small
why
Georgia.
it captures so much is because it's supposed to be shot. It's supposed to be displayed on such a big screen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense because they were talking about how like the film itself, the 70 per film or whatever is like the biggest film that you can like print a picture on. But and maybe this is giving away ideas. I just
For free.
like
Welcome to John's Free Idea Corner.
no, I don't do nothing for free like that. We on Patreon this. Well, we got to talk to him about the splits first because anyway.
Keep going.
Nah, it would be dope, just for no reason at all. We should do a commercial in IMAX, just cause.
You know what's funny?
I feel like you
I'm
could
with
make a
you.
point for it. Yeah.
I'm the person that had the silly idea one time, it's forever ago, where I was like, we should shoot a commercial as 3D and make sure people get glasses on the product, and then when they're at home and the commercial comes on, they can watch it.
That
That didn't work
I
out.
think we could do that. I think you could. I think that's a cool idea.
It didn't work.
I
in the
wanna
Maybe you
meeting.
have to
That-
make a partnership with like a Roku or something to make it so it's like it's compatible.
See,
if that makes sense.
when you say
because
Roku, that background continuous screen they have, that they
Yeah,
have ads
they
on, they
change
can
it.
very easily be like, oh, if you have the glasses, there's going to be ads that come up.
that
Yeah.
you
But
can
you
actually
might catch it
utilize.
3D.
This is the type of thinking you get here. That's just a little. The rest go behind Patreon, but this is.
I know,
Okay,
yeah,
well, okay,
enough
well.
free idea corner. Dead. But I
no.
want to quickly take it back to what you said about the popcorn buckets, because that's a huge part of AMC's marketing strategy, is making these popcorn buckets scarce. Meanwhile, as an AMC stockholder, I'm like,
Oh, nice.
this isn't working. This isn't working. The business model isn't working. People don't want these bulky popcorn buckets all the time. Like maybe if a movie comes out you really care about, they grab them. But it's funny that that's become like the niche movie item. Is these are huge buckets for popcorn you get one time. To Cherie's point, you don't get free popcorn with it.
But is it, and this is probably a question we should look up, is it AMC creating these buckets or is it the movie? Because movies also have art direction. They also have
right.
like movie marketers who do all the ads and stuff. So is it the movie itself creating these buckets and saying, hey, we want these buckets in their partnership
it's a
with
partnership.
AMC and like, hey, we're going to put, these are the buckets that we're creating and we're just going to put them in AMC or Regal or whatever.
It's a partnership because I've been to the fan events where you have to get there early that day and
To get
get
the
in
bucket.
line for these buckets.
Yeah.
And if you miss that fan event, then you don't get the bucket. I haven't actually seen an online store yet. But I
Well,
guess
they have
they'll-
them in the
So
theater
they do
too,
have.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
AMC has a dedicated merchandise and product strategy team specifically for that purpose. However, for some movies like Deadpool, Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds apparently got to be helped with that art
Yeah.
direction for that specific.
Oh, cool.
bucket.
That makes sense.
So depending on, sometimes you will have some of the teams come in and help.
Ryan Reynolds
I'm sure
is
so.
involved in all of
Yeah.
the like brand partnerships and products he has. He's like the most one of the most hands-on
Yeah.
celebrities when it comes to his stuff. He don't play with it.
I feel like
how
Christopher
theaters
Nolan
are-
did too.
Oh, go ahead. What'd you say?
I feel like he was very hands-on for this movie in particular. Because I mean, who would think an IMAX camera as a bucket?
Somebody was
like
putting
the
their
idea.
DVDs in it. You saw
I
there's
like
a
the
guy
idea.
that was like,
that's cool, but for 150.
Yeah.
But I will say, with it being $150, apparently it's helped push like $100 million in revenue. Odyssey popcorn buckets help fuel a $100 million market, which is crazy.
But where is the money going? Is the money going
That's the
back
question.
to the movie? Is the money
Going to AMC, I
going?
think.
I would assume
I don't
AMC.
know.
Yeah.
That's
It
what
might
I
be a
like.
split
Where's
share.
It's a split.
for $150? Like,
Yeah.
it gotta be a split because like I'm saying, I'll have my eye on like how AMC's doing in the market, and it continuously is like.
Oh, nice. I should get in
I'm
there.
like, what's going on? Because it seems like everyone cares about like some of the IMAX screens they have, IMAX screens, and the popcorn buckets and certain stuff. So I'm like, what's going on?
I think
Maybe
it
they
just
need
gotta
to leave.
hold longer because like Gen Z
Oh,
is
yeah,
definitely
I'm not selling.
Yeah, no, please. And honestly, to Jeremiah's point, we're not giving stock advice, but like,
It's
We're not qualified.
this is a company. We ain't do that. But no, it's Gen Z is going back to third spaces.
Yeah.
And like that's why we talked about this off camera, but that's why a lot of films are coming back in IMAX now, and that's why they keep doing this kind of marketing. Because it's funny, like pendulum swings with culture, and especially in our industry with marketing, like people run towards trends, but like everything has become so microwavable that it seems like the youth is finally like real talk. It's so like not great in the sense of craft that people are like, when they see something that looks like it took time or that it's like actually good, they're like, holy shit. And it's like, yeah, that's what we grew up on.
Yeah.
Like the same thing kind of happened with the Jay-Z shows over the weekend, where it's like, which I'm gonna be hurt for a long time that I missed all three. Good Lord.
You thought about, at least we all know you thought about going.
You
Oh
did.
no, you
did.
don't understand. I was
culture.
in line. I had great spots in line. For the Blueprint line, I was under 10,000. For Reasonable Doubt, I was at 26,000 in line. And the bots and the scalpers who deserve nothing but dust, and may they, it don't matter.
Tell him, John. Tell him.
But
I felt that.
Speak your
all
truth.
that said, like it's a generation seeing that a 56-year-old rapper who's basically the same age as the genre itself can because this is crazy.
Jay-Z
No,
is gonna come
it's-
for your head.
No.
Because
look-
would you call him old?
Hilarious.
No,
take.
That's crazy.
I say that to
wrong.
say that this was a very important moment for the culture.
The longevity.
Because we've never seen a rapper who's nearing 60 who could pack out 3 nights at a stadium,
I hear
have
you.
the
I hear you.
third show be delayed by 4 hours and nobody moves.
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium didn't even charge him a fine. They
Oh, wow.
they like kept it open because it's Hove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
all that to say, he's in shape doing a 3-hour show with
Yeah.
no backing vocals. And they're not used to that. They're used to like, I do a TikTok song and I blow up, but then they don't have stage presence and X, Y, and Z. So all that to say, and this is gonna be a future thing on Snob Pop I was gonna write. It's a summer where the goats are out, so we
Yeah.
get to see craft. So Christopher Nolan's
Summer where the
outside,
goats are out.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
and
that.
we need that. But also, again, it ties back to the marketing. So now they're able to see like, damn, this is what our generation more or less grew up on.
Yeah.
Like we saw craft, we saw blockbuster marketing and
Yeah.
shit like that.
We don't make blockbusters anymore. That's
I
the
agree
problem.
with that, yeah.
They're
I
not
agree.
like
Nothing's block, but not many
Odyssey.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, Odyssey, blockbuster. Spider-Man,
Spider-Man,
blockbuster. And I hate to say a lot of the superhero movies are blockbusters, but you have things
But
like
even in that, like I feel like the quality of that being a blockbuster, I feel like that's
Yeah.
gone downhill.
Well, there's movies like Obsession this year that
And then-
ended up being a really big
Yeah.
blockbuster, surprisingly. But people, it's good to see people will still go out if they hear good things and get excited about certain movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
And I feel like
do.
it's been really good with this year, like even the drama. Like people told me about that. Like I'd seen trailers, but like it's been a really good year of marketing and then the word of mouth marketing at the
Yeah.
same
Oh,
time.
we spoke about the drama marketing on this podcast
Oh, yeah,
a few
yeah,
episodes
a
back
little
too.
bit, yeah.
So yeah, because Cherie has some good stuff to say. They did cool stuff.
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And then, there was something else I wanted to say about your point, but it's poofed away. We could segue into talking about the Hawk as well. I'm not sure if anyone else has at least checked out an episode besides me,
No.
Yeah.
but there's also really interesting stuff happening with Will Ferrell and the brand partnerships that he has. The biggest thing was Skims. And seeing the Skims ads that he was in before the show even came out, he did promotion.
Oh, I did see that. I
He
did see that. I did see
promotional
that.
content where he's wearing like the Skims briefs.
Is that why the thong song was playing in episode 1?
Partly yes, because it's Will Ferrell. At some point, you do see him.
He's gonna be naked at some
Oh,
point.
wow.
At some point, he's gonna be naked.
But he
Yeah.
was on the golf course. Like I
And
just
the
looked
thong
up. I was on my phone. I'm like, why is Cisco playing?
Listen, and it's not the first time. There was a hip hop or rap song in the show. At some point, I was watching with my boyfriend. I looked at him and I was like, okay, so Will Ferrell likes rap music?
Oh yeah, he always been down for the culture.
Yeah,
he
he
was
has.
on Michelle Obama's podcast.
Did I forget something?
Oh,
Maybe
really?
I forgot
I
something.
missed that.
No, it was a great podcast. He
I'm not
and
gonna
his
lie,
son
I
does
kinda wanna
music.
watch that.
It's very good. And his son does music. He's like a Robin Thicke.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, his son
I
been
like
going
Robin
viral.
Thicke. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
not
it's very
bad.
good.
Okay.
It's very good.
I did not know. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
So there was that before the show came out, like him and Skims and Kim Kardashian is doing the voiceover for one of them. It was interesting. It pulls you in. And then you see all this Mike's Hard content because there was a Mike's Hard partnership. And they actually had something where you could win a free year of Netflix if you like were purchasing the product
I
and
do
then you want to
seeing
watch the
something,
show.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
And then you actually watch the show And I was writing down how many brands came up because it was insane. He will be
Is
doing
the show
something-
about brands?
It's not. In a way, because it's about professional golfers. And
Okay.
what brand partnerships they
Okay.
have, which
Okay.
is why like in the show his nemesis, I think his name's Golden Fisk, he's a Mike's Hard guy. And every time you see him, he has like bleach blonde
Mike.
hair and Mike's Hard on his chest.
Nice.
But it just it's interesting because Mike's Hard isn't normally what you see on the golf course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he would be doing something and be like, I gotta run the Publix. I'm gonna get a gift for like I think someone passed away or someone's birthday or something. He's like, I know where to go, Publix. Or there's a part of the show where they're like in a Walmart parking lot and there's like Walmart parking lot shenanigans going on. So I thought that was funny. I think some people thought it was slightly overwhelming because okay, we get it. Like you don't have to
But
say
I feel like
every
we
possible
do.
brand.
Yeah, just to bounce all that real quick.
Yeah.
I feel like I like that aspect of it, even though I haven't seen it, because I feel like very much so our world is driven by brands. Like our literally society is
so real.
driven by brands. So I think that brings that into a real way of like, oh, we were talking about like streaming earlier. Like when you start streaming, you have to get partnerships and things like that. Like you have to, in order to like climb different things, you have to partner with brands. You have to be able to advertise yourself in a way that is not acceptable, but like available and accessible to a wider audience. And what better way to do that than merging with a brand in partnership?
I think
You know
it's a
what's-
TV show too.
What's crazy is I feel like, to your point, that used to be a very welcome thing. But now it's gotten to a point where brands get so intrusive on the experience. Like we were, I don't know if we were recording when we talked about this, but how like apparently, again, I don't be going to the movies like that. But as they reminded me, they apparently they're showing ads before movies. Now.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So I went to
Back
go
to
see the
AMC
Odyssey,
again.
and then there was all your trailers. You had like 3 trailers. Then you had your commercial. I can't remember what the commercial was.
The Coke commercial?
No, it was not a Coke commercial. It was like
there every
no,
single
that's
time.
like that's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
there. No, it was like it was like a random low quality commercial. Like I don't know how to say it. Like it was like almost like a local commercial. You know how like
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's nothing that feels like overly
it's not
produced. or
like
anything.
Like a
it's not
local
like an
brand.
ad agency like work with a brand to make a commercial to be put this in front of the movie.
I'm
Agreed.
cool with that.
Yeah.
I hate. This sounds so fucked up,
that's
but I
bad.
hate big brands when they do impede on my experience. But like a small business trying to make
But
it,
it wasn't a small business. I don't know,
Oh,
like just the
okay.
quality of
He's just
whatever
saying
it
it
was.
wasn't-
It was
yeah.
just not up
It
to
was just
par.
not good.
If you're gonna throw a trailer, or if you're gonna throw a commercial in between trailers before a movie, do better.
It was probably
Okay.
Like show one of our Sprite ads. Or
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
But it was
Mhm.
probably
Thought
in
that-
the media buy, and they just didn't format it to make it. That's probably why it was low quality. It's like
No,
they didn't
not like
format
visually.
it.
Not like when I say like low quality. The creative and everything. Like, I'm just,
Like the idea, like he's
the idea, that's what I'm saying, oh,
It was
shit.
made for a different type of media.
yes,
is what I'm
gotcha,
saying.
yes,
So when you
uh-huh,
watch it in a theater, everything in the theater is grand and grandiose. But like there's some stuff that is just for TV.
And I think it
You
might
know?
also.
And
that's why we need
okay.
IMAX.
That's IMAX
I
ads.
think
John's
it was
gonna be on a
also
call
such-
soon and be like, hey guys.
I think it was also
an idea.
such whiplash watching that commercial after seeing the trailer for Mother.
Other Mommy.
Other Mommy.
Other Mommy.
I was just
Do
like, what
not
in the
even-
world? I was just like, oh
Please
my
get her
gosh.
started, actually.
No.
Do not do that.
Actually,
That
get her
was
started.
wild. That was
No.
wild. We're skip from that. We keep going.
I will say, fun fact: if you are ever watching that right before the Nicole Kidman, the Coke commercial that comes on, where like
Crazy
they go into
Coke
different genres of movies, if you watch at the end, and this has always irritated me, but I know why they did it. I do understand why they did
Am I
it.
gonna notice something now?
The girl, when she's drinking from the Coke, she's the only one in the theater with a glass. Because she is the main character in the thing. It's her and her boyfriend or wherever, and they're drinking Coke and having the popcorn. I think he has a popcorn, she has a Coke. But if you look, everyone else has a paper cup Coke
Yeah.
on it, but she's the only one in the theater with a glass Coca-Cola cup. So if you look, it's a nice little Easter egg.
Nice.
Because they didn't want her to have a plastic cup because it looks cheap.
Interesting.
That's really funny.
So when you're on sets and things like that, they think about that, like, oh no, she needs to have. But my thing is, you will never see a glass cup in a movie,
In a movie theater,
Oh my
absolutely
gosh,
not. No.
So to have that, and I'm just like, I don't want to say it takes me out of it a little bit, but I always see that, I'm just like, oh,
I'm excited.
that's funny.
Why
I
do you
would
have that?
like AMC. Let us make a new intro commercial for your movies. I would like to do that. That would be great.
But then, like to the point of AMC, you know what? Before I even say that, John has a point. Because imagine there's some kind of crazy budget and Sprite or whoever can shoot a spot with an IMAX camera, and you see that on an IMAX screen specifically before an IMAX movie. It's the most like niche experience and everyone's already complaining like, I can't afford to see IMAX. I don't live near one. Like, how could you do this? But the right brand, the right moment, the right film, he kind of cooking a little bit. I'm just saying.
And it
Y'all
doesn't.
better
It
not
shouldn't
steal
be a regular ad though. It should
Yeah,
be something that is like a short form.
Yes.
Like our West Side's Finest or our New Guy would have been perfect, shot on IMAX, shown right before the Odyssey, whatever. It should not be a regular like
30-second spot. It should be
head
built
on,
out. Yeah.
you know, type commercial. No, it needs to be something
A
worth.
spectacle. It's to make a spectacle of a commercial.
spectacle,
Make it
yes.
worth seeing for it to go into the movie. And even cooler if you make it a partnership with the movie to have it go from the ad right into the first scene of the movie.
Ooh, now we're getting.
Hold
That
up.
would be hard
Stop
as
ideating.
fuck.
Time out.
I was like, we need to
That
stop.
would
Look.
be hard.
But here, I'm not even gonna ideate, but I was about
I'm
to
just
say,
saying.
because the next part of this conversation, because some people thought all the brands in the Netflix show were slightly distracting, is are people gonna love that and be like so clever or be pissed?
I feel like it would break people's brains a little bit
Like,
because you think you're watching an ad and like you are watching a Sprite ad. You're like, oh, it's a Sprite ad, and then it turns into the first scene of the movie.
I think that's.
Like,
I think
that's
I think that's
crazy.
cool. I think
Yeah.
that's
So
really cool.
I'm glad you brought this up.
Or
And
someone's like, oh,
It's already patented. By the time you see this, it's already patented, so you can't even do it.
this
We'll let
isn't
people see it.
this isn't in the run of show, but that reminds me, we got to talk about at some point all the stealth marketing out there and how like kind of weird it's gotten. It's low key why people are so conspiratorial about everything.
Yeah.
But like we've gotten to a point where like people aren't putting like the hashtag ad next to their stuff. You know, certain rappers is dropping app names and songs, and it's like it's kind of weird. But
Yeah, but here we
See, now
go.
hold on. When it comes to rappers actually doing stuff like that, and I'm asking because you're the music expert here, that's been happening for so long. And I think it was happening before there were even official partnerships because of how rappers help build up certain cultures.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh, okay, there's some money involved.
So the recent one has been about, probably not gonna work on ever anyway, but like, like Drake and Steak, they've been talking about that because like
Drake and Steak.
Steak is a
Steak.
the gambling thing.
people.
Yeah, it's getting out of control.
It is,
They do a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
they do
Yeah.
a lot of stealth marketing, and like people have brought up in his recent song Shebang, like, and I think another song on his album, he like name drops him, but it's kind of weird because like a normal rapper name drop would be like, yo, we in the club on Don Perignon.
Yeah, some Hennessy, yeah.
Right, and people know that brand, so people are like associating it with the lifestyle.
Was Drake like, you need to go and sign up on Steak?
He like he has a line where he's like, she trying to finesse Polly market for bread, and it's like, well, guys normally are the ones who gamble, and this is kind of weird. Like, okay, normally you're like, yo, she getting bread from her parents, her dad working oil. It's like, yeah, but she on Polly market though. It's like, it's kind of weird.
But
Bring
you
back
know
21,
what?
brother.
I feel like it works for Drake because it's Drake. If I were to hear that from Kendrick or Jay or Nas, it would be weird. But because Drake is...
I sell out.
It'd be,
Oh.
it'd be weird for
this
Kendrick.
guy.
I'm not gonna lie.
But Drake is Drake. Take that with whatever you want to say.
Oh, boy.
but
Let me raise the stakes on what you said. No pun intended. Damn, that's a crazy punchline. But I'd be right. Anyway, I should be writing.
I'm gonna say-
Fire.
Spotify, Apple Music,
tough.
Meditations is out
We don't have
now.
a John's corner.
In the second verse, then he like name drops the CEO of Steak, and it's not a person that anybody would really know. So it's
I wouldn't know. Yeah, what?
yeah, he's
That's
like,
crazy.
but like he's like, you know, trying to get money like so and so and so and so, and it's like, oh, okay, so you're doing business with this
Yeah, I'll
guy,
take
and you're
it.
name dropping him here, then you're name dropping the other app that you might have affiliations with. Like, get your money, but also like.
That's impeding on the art, though.
Yeah,
like you
I
were saying,
understand.
like now it's just like you're promoting. I mean, not that like rap music was promoting anything that was like, you know.
Oh darn! There goes the genre.
You know, but I just like you said, that impedes on the art itself because now you're not rhyming to rap. You're rhyming for a partnership. You know, you're forming the lyrics around trying to sell something rather than forming the lyrics because you're a lyricist.
Yeah.
So that's why I said
Yeah.
for Drake,
Makes sense.
it makes sense. Drake is gonna always do what Drake does because Drake is Drake. Take that with what you will. Kendrick's not doing it.
No.
Future, he teeters,
I feel like he could.
but you know,
it's
Nas not
interesting.
doing it.
Here's my hot take. What if he's not actually trying to sell anything? And what if he's not, even getting paid to say certain stuff? Like, what if to Drake, I know you called him a sellout, people say he doesn't necessarily like have his ear to culture. What if he is trying to be cool or saying like something that he thinks is relevant or trying to make it sound like he is aware? You know what I mean?
It would make sense if the affiliation wasn't so strong.
Right,
Exactly.
yeah.
He's
Because
already making
for
fake-
years.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No,
I'm
for
like,
years you've been watching Drake on stream gamble for years, and like he's been losing money and wasting money. So like to hear this is like, bruh, you're just like in like not cahoots, but like you're just
Like that meme,
so
it's like, ah!
you're
Case
in
in-
bed with him so much that
Case
like
in
it's
point.
bleeding into your music.
He recently did an activation for his Iceman album, which his marketing for that album has been
Was
good.
some of that was
So
cool,
this
yeah.
ain't knocking, it's just
Yeah.
calling it what it is.
Yeah.
But the co-sponsor, for those who don't know what the marketing activation was, really dope. He had that song Janice, Shut the Fuck Up. That's at the top of the charts. And the song, man, that song grew on me. That song it's a slap. But he started hosting apology parties across the nation for every
people named
woman named
Janice,
Janice.
yeah.
Yeah. But the co-sponsor of the events is Steak.
Wow.
So it's like OVO and Steak present. So
Yeah.
it gets to a point where it's like,
Can I put on my tinfoil hat real quick?
That's just,
Please.
here we go. See, yes. Yeah.
yes, people are adopting the tinfoil. Let's do
We
it.
love it.
I
Like
feel
John always
like-
has this on. Low key, that hat is foil. Because that's all John wears. It's a tinfoil hat.
Got stay.
Yeah, it's not like I got aluminum foil. I don't know if it's fully tin, but it's
Okay.
aluminum. I think Drake owes them money.
I know. I like that's
And that
to
is
this
why
point,
they
yeah.
are so engulfed in all of his business because he needs to pay them back.
Yes.
Not to say he's not rich, but
But
there
he-
you can be in.
look at you can find news articles and like find that he is like he loses so much money that I
Yeah.
don't. That's not far fetched. That is not far fetched.
So in order to do that, they're like, okay, well, mention us in such and such many songs. We'll do this for you. We have this within. I feel like it's becoming another 360 deal that's not with a music company. It's now with a gambling company.
Wow. You know what?
But-
You saying that, because I'm like, how much
Take that
money?
off.
But now I just realized somebody was talking about a World Cup bet I think he made that was terrible. I think that was like the
I think
most
that's the
recent
last
thing.
one I heard
yeah,
about, yeah.
I heard about.
Uh-huh.
So I guess it could be a large chunk of change.
I mean, you know what? Bringing it back to marketing even more, the gamblers and the gambling apps seem like they're the ones who really got the bank to spend.
Yeah.
Like it's so like the Kalshi ads are going crazy out here.
I don't want to see
How
another
she ads be
Kashi.
having me.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is interesting.
And they
enough.
be stealth marketing too because it'll be someone you don't expect. Like, man, I can't believe Messi and them lost the other night, but good thing Kalshi had me covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn.
They're starting to. They've gotten all the men already. They're starting to now try to get women
Really?
using Love Island,
I was-
using Love is
Oh.
Blind. They're doing a lot
That's
of
crazy.
WNBA games stuff.
That's
They're trying to
crazy.
get women more into gambling, even though women do is proven. Studies have shown women actually do better with gambling than men. But they're trying to move more into that market because they've already expended their ads with men, and the men are already doing it. They're already on it.
Dang.
There's already so they're
As
trying
you
to
were
get more
saying
women
that,
to do
I'm
it.
like, what would make me gamble? But I already know the answer. They be like, oh, how's this movie gonna do in the theaters? I'd be
But
like,
they have
oh.
that already on Kalshi. This is not a Kalshi
See, I
ad
didn't even know
already.
that. I'm
But
like,
they
oh.
have that.
They
You
got
can bet on
everything.
the
We get a
weather.
little some.
This is the ad itself.
Those
You can bet
little
on the weather. You can bet on
I've seen
movies.
the weather.
You can bet on literally every.
Like I can go on there and maybe say like, oh, the movie's gonna make like 20 million more than people think it is, and place a bet on.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, they're gonna do at least a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, or we think this person is gonna say this in the movie, blah blah blah.
Yeah, this is the world
Not
we
even
live
to
in,
bring
a
it to this
gambling
place because
society.
we're a company, so we can't really stay here too long.
Yeah, we can't.
But
Agreed.
old boy, your boy who sit up in that office, you feel me? He people have been betting on his stuff. Like his the guy who allegedly this ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Oh,
Allegedly the
next
guy who
topic.
runs the teleprompter had been making bets on
I've
stuff
seen
that he was gonna say.
I've seen that. He make his money good, as he should.
Oh yeah, he was
As he
cleaning up.
should.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Because imagine you make it because Kalshi, you can from what I've seen, you can damn near bet anything. Like
You
Sheree
can
said.
literally bet anything.
So imagine at 8 p.m. homie is gonna say the
Such and such and
words,
such and such.
Yeah, and you put 100 bands on that.
Wow.
You're gonna make that. That's easy money. Easy money.
I'm
He got
in
in trouble
shock.
for that, which I'm confused because how is that?
Oh, you know,
Martha Stewart was in jail. Let's
Right.
not forget that.
That seems pretty legal to me. That should be allowed.
You know,
Is this not insider trading?
He
But hey.
gonna pay the boss his 20% cut, and his charges going.
Betting on the
disappear.
unpredictability. Okay, let's move into some ads. Let's kind of segue into some ads we've seen. I think that we should talk about I actually haven't seen anything on TV, but we're all on social media for the Zevia. I'm saying that right. Zevia, the Cardi B stuff. Have we all only seen that on TikTok?
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
saw-
glad you brought this up. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
I saw. I don't know where I saw it. I think I might have saw it on X.
Oh, okay.
Like, which is random.
I'm not on
Like,
X.
I don't ever get on
Social
X.
period.
Yeah, I don't ever get on X. But
I
I was
love
just like,
seeing
that's
Cardi.
crazy.
Wherever she be popping up.
This is a long-standing gripe I have with our industry right now. No, because like I don't know. I just be sometimes I just sit back and think, I'm like, why are y'all just like so slow and antiquated? Like, don't get me wrong, TV is still the main way to like do mass media in some ways, but shameless plug wrote about this. But like brands need to focus more on social first storytelling.
Oh, OOV,
Because,
for sure.
Yeah, because like everybody here saw this on TikTok.
Yeah.
And you go to another app and people are talking about it on there. And if you see it on TV, cool. But like,
You can actually engage with it on social media.
Yeah.
That's what the brands are looking for is engagement.
it's so much better.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm glad you said this too because I was in a program recently that was for just like an advertising masterclass basically. But one of the things they said wasn't working out is that like people's ideas didn't have a huge like TVC thing to land on. They're like, oh, this needed something to ground everything. Like, where's the TVC? Where's the TVC? Meanwhile, the idea had like strong social that could have carried that campaign. So I'm glad you said that because it's like people are still kind of missing how far social goes for stuff.
Also, real quick, TVC, TV commercial, OLV, online video.
Yep.
Sorry.
And the
Thank you,
messed
thank
up
you.
part is our industry is, this ain't ageism, but like, I get it. You work a long time, you get to the top. Like, we're run by old people who like still feel like, but not
Like
here.
Jay-Z? How old? Jay-Z older.
Well, yeah,
A little younger than that?
See,
Older?
Here's the thing. Well, hey, y'all got me. Y'all gonna have me in trouble with The Rock. And I know they watching, but I ain't got a problem.
I know they're watching. That's even funnier.
But no, like even people in their mid 50s, like the unfortunate part when the industry starts to shift is that people still have a mindset towards what it was. So like, granted, TV may come back in some way, like because even movies have come back theaters. But all that to say, like we're focused on big TVC idea with strong social, and people treat social media like it's a fad. And it's been like 20 years.
Yeah.
It ain't gone
Not
nowhere.
going anywhere.
Every campaign you work on, it's like, great, how do we get this influencer and their audience? And even to your point of seeing ads, I don't know if y'all saw it, but the boy, I was gonna call him the boy, he a grown man, my bad. Just I forget him live. But he Jordan the Stallion, the guy who always throws his glasses.
I just seen it.
You saw it with Method
I seen
Man?
it on TikTok. Yes,
I'm
I just
so
seen
proud
it.
of him.
I
I'm so
love
proud.
it. It's so great.
Like he's my best
But
friend.
people
or
will
something.
say social
so
media
great.
is a fad, and he's gonna move more glasses.
Yeah.
than
Yo.
you.
No, absolutely.
Glasses,
Right.
food, products,
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's gotten to the
Everything.
point where he's like reviewing products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's when I say he's collecting fine men like Infinity Stones.
Oh god.
Is he also a fine man himself?
Yes.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
wanted to get a quick word on that.
Yeah.
Watch his TED Talk too, by the way.
Oh, is it
Oh, he has a TED Talk?
His story is inspiring. He almost
Y'all giving me
went
good content
to
for
the
the weekend.
MLB. Like his story is really just a story of hard work and dedication. He almost went to the MLB, and if it wasn't for COVID, he could have possibly been a baseball star.
See, people that are driven, period, they're gonna find success. They're they're gonna find something. They're not stopping. I love that. I gotta ask really quickly: why is he Jordan the Stallion? Did he rip off Megan Thee Stallion?
That's
No,
just
that's his name.
TikTok name.
Who
I think
who had it
Oh, that's
first?
his.
Meg had it first. I think it's a play on her.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm like. Wait,
And then everyone was like, "Oh my God, you look like Method Man," which he does.
He does.
I only
Method-
ever just call him Jordan. I totally
See,
forgot about the
now
Stallion
Method
part.
Man, he's antiquated, but he's fun.
Oh god.
I feel like there's a difference between Jay-Z 56 and Method Man 56.
No, Jay-Z always wasn't that. My bad. This is bad on Jay-Z.
I was about to say, no.
That's always been two different kind of people though. So
Nah, I ain't never gonna get called by The Rock.
Well, that's why I held my breath. I'm going to say what I usually say about him.
But I'm glad you brought up Method Man because like it takes someone who's actually tapped in to understand that those two have been in work together and that it's actually done well.
Yeah.
And they do slick look alike, which
Yeah.
is the funniest part of it all.
I hate when brands, I will say this, like to you said, what you said about, oh, we need a TVC, we need TVC. Social always is the last thought, which I feel like we need to turn that around as far as like media buy goes. And I would love to talk about media because I just love talking about media as a whole. But anyway, as far as like social is where you're gonna see it first. So for people to be like, oh, we need TVC, most people are not going to see it on TV. They are either paying not to have ads, they're skipping the ads, or they're not even looking at all. So for people to be so hung up on, oh, we need to have TVC first, that needs to be the big campaign idea. Like you said, it's very antiquated, very much like, hey, let's think about social first. How are people on social gonna react, and like how do we use that to inform the rest of the campaign? Because the rest of the campaign is gonna go off of what is on social.
Exactly, and it's like it's such a big deal. People can have these conversations in the comments, and they do, about what they feel about the social. And like you're saying, that can drive so much for brands. Don't miss that.
I'll say this out of cynicism, out of pure cynicism, because I want y'all to be better as companies. I want y'all to be like Majority, because we get this shit. Right? Shameless plug. You gotta throw the shameless plug in there. But no, like it's astounding how like all these people will gather on planes to go to the south of France to talk about the future of advertising in Cannes, and they'll reach the conclusion there that creators are the future of the industry. We need more creators, and then they'll go back over here and say, great, what's the big TV idea?
Yeah.
It's like, like so
It's
just,
like exciting, and it still has like most of the funding, like y'all are saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa, you gotta figure that out.
And what I will say, what I like about that Jordan ad, he was, I don't know how to better explain this. He wasn't just a spokesperson or just like at the end, I do this every day with my glasses. Like, he was the ad. Like, they made the ad around him. They, like, the first glasses throw, like that is him. And I like that they made it engulfed in who he was, and wasn't just like, hey, we need an influencer for this ad, let's pull someone who has a big audience and that fits and just sit them in here. They specifically made that ad for him, and you can tell when someone, like the Cardi B ad, I know they had her in mind. They probably had her, Nene Leakes, probably Z-Way, and maybe even Keke Palmer. Those were like the 4 people, I'm not saying that for sure, but that kind of give that same vibe. They made those ads for them because they knew the type of brand and the type of response those people have already, and they made those ads around them, whereas like some other brand is just like, okay, we just need someone famous who has said that they like soda, or blah blah blah, or whatever,
And that's the other part of it, because if you're a content creator, and I guess it's like a content creator tip, it helps so much when you have that consistent kind of thing you do. Like Jordan does the glasses thing. That was gonna line him up for something down the road, like the more consistent that he was. And now he can do more of what he wants, honestly. All these celebrities and products and like travel. But when you're a content creator and you make sure you have that thing that you're good at, the brand partnerships are going to be so much stronger. And then I got to shout out Z-Way really quick, because I went to an early movie screening. I saw One Night Only, fun rom-com, great movie. And this isn't really a spoiler, but Z-Way was in the movie. And it was like, oh my God, it's just amazing seeing some woman started out like on social doing her thing. And the role that she has, very small, but it made sense. It was judgy. It was like, she didn't have to say much. But it was Z-Way. So yeah, it's like, if you do what you are meant to do and you kind of live in who you are, what's meant for you will come. Like, as it has. And I guess, this was started with the Zevia ads. I just want to say, they reminded me of like the Obama translator. It's all I thought about when I first saw them. It's really funny. I thought it was great. So yeah.
Oh baby, I can't say that in church.
oh man,
because it hits on a cultural note as well. Because as someone who grew up in an old school Southern Baptist church, oh well, bless your heart. Oh, I didn't know. Like very nice, nasty. Okay, and that right there hit. I knew everything that they were thinking as she was saying it, and it just played into. I didn't see the other ad that I guess leaned more into Hispanic culture, but like it did it without hitting you over the head with it.
And you sounded just like Riley just now when you said nasty. I don't know what happened. It came out. It was great.
Oh, nice, nasty.
Yeah, when you said nasty, you sounded
from
like
the Boondocks?
Yes.
You know, Riley is my alter ego.
Yeah,
it's my.
I'm just like introducing you as Riley, art director Riley. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I thought that one was great. You said there was a Puma ASAP Rocky. Somehow we've mentioned a lot of ads and marketing, but we'll get through some of this stuff quicker.
Oh yeah, I mean the long and short of it is ASAP Rocky's been doing a lot of really dope work. He did something with Fenty Skin that actually dropped the other day. Him and Rihanna.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's worth watching.
Yeah.
That, and he's doing some work with Puma that's really good. They did a pop up in Chinatown that was actually like themed off of I need to find the connection, but it was very like Asian infused, etc. So I'm trying to find the connection to Puma Suede. But anyway, it was really dope work. And all this to say, between that and Cardi, I feel like more brands are stepping into the space of letting creatives kind of take the lead, build the world that they want to be in, and then molding around them, which is the smart play. It's better than just like you said, coming up with a script and then saying, okay, could you please read these lines?
Yeah.
And it's like, this ain't anything
This don't
I would
sound
ever
like
say.
me. This don't, yeah.
And it's the other thing. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say because there's so much conversation about Gen Z and who they don't trust and what they care about. But that is one of the ways when you let those kind of like artists really be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, people feel it.
Yeah, you would think like, this is free game actually too. Like we're a diverse agency, so we don't necessarily have to worry about this as much. But like a lot of brands are trying to figure out how do they get into culture and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, sometimes like, just like cut the check to the person, like move the fuck out the way.
Exactly.
Like that's it.
No, but literally though, I think people are so scared about their bottom line that they hoard creativity because they're scared of losing. But I'm like, you don't understand what you would gain when you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also them having the credit, I think, or feeling like, your job is worth something because you can ideate or think about something and have your hands on it enough, you know what I mean? Instead of just, like you said, cut the check and move out the way.
I mean, and granted, like, people get, to your point, people get precious about their creativity here. And I know this person is persona non grata, but I'm going to bring them up anyway. Is like, when you think about Ye, right, and how he runs a studio session and stuff like that, like, he might, like, the pizza guy may walk in and have on a red shirt, and that inspires him to write a line about red shirts, and then now the guy gets publishing on the song. Or, like, he'll invite, there are stories where he's invited the person who was delivering whatever into the studio and say, what do you think of this song? And they give their opinion and then they get credit. So all this to say, like, as advertisers, I feel like if we could take the same mindset of like, when you get a person who's a major creative on your campaign or whatever, you could present them with work first that like, hey, I think this is what we could do. But also there's merit to being like, what do you want to do? Like, what would you do if you were working with us? And even if it's against brand guidelines or this, that, and the third, just being like, this person has been successful in culture for a sustained amount of time. Let me just shut the fuck up, Like, and it'll actually pay dividends.
Trust fall.
But what do I know?
I mean, we did that. I think we did that for West Side's Finest with Kenya, and that worked very well. Like, we came with a script, and we were like, hey, like, this is what we're thinking. Like, this is kind of where we want to live. We want to tell this generational story. And he brought, mind you, I think he is also a writer. I don't think he's as much as a director as he is a writer. I think he does both, but like it's more on the writer side. But he was able to bring like, oh, like, I think it should move like this and we should transition like this. And he was able to bring in all his Hollywood friends for cheap that we wouldn't necessarily be able to get,
Crazy.
So it was like Lauren London, like,
Crazy.
we wouldn't have got Lauren London in a million years. But she's cool with Kenya, and like we had this story, and like he really helped molded that story from where it kind of started. And so we allowed him to kind of be like, hey, like, what do you think about this? How, and he was able to put his own little stank on it, which I really appreciate.
Was the belly reference him? See, case in point, like, we have the type of agency where we have the cultural fluency to like pick up on that. But if another agency was to work with him, like, I'm just being honest. Yeah, your script writers they're not gonna think of that. They're not. They don't know Hype Williams, Belly. They don't know it. So, but you let the artist do what the artist came to do, and then you got some crazy shit. It's like a novel idea, right? Like, you let the people do the thing that they do.
They know how to do. And I've been trying to get people to like, and I shout out to Universal, because Universal started doing this with their trailers. People on the internet are so talented. That Creed edit, there was recently an Avengers edit.
Yes.
There's so many edits that I'm just like, these are amazing, have millions of views. Universal started getting those people to do their trailers for them.
Beautiful.
And
I didn't
make
even know that
edits
officially.
for their trailers. So if you see like a cool edit, sometimes it'll say like Universal at the bottom or Universal Partnership, or the actual Universal will post the edit itself, because they've realized those edits are getting way more views than any of their trailers. But it's working for them because people are tuning in. That Creed edit has over 4 million views.
That was the edit of the year. Oh my God.
That was one video. Imagine that on Instagram. Everyone posting on Instagram. It's probably got over 1 billion views by now. And like, to have people be in their craft and do that and then like put that out in the world as the ad or as the thing that you're trying to promote.
Yeah.
Like magic.
That's crazy.
That's also like a testament to like clients not being like as scared to like let motherfuckers do fly shit. Cause like to the credit of whatever agency might work with a Universal or something like that, the guy who made the Creed edit, they probably would have killed that. Mm-hmm. They would have been like, there's too much going on. Mm-hmm. Oh, all these sounds, all these cuts. This isn't what we do. But it's such a weird dichotomy because in the building with the relationship with the person you're secure with or the agency you're secure with, we're killing all that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then you see that online, you're like, yo, that shit is crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I need that person.
Mm-hmm. It's like they need to see the proof before the pudding. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know you don't need to see the proof. Like the proof is already in the stuff that's out. Like you shouldn't have to, well, we don't know if it's gonna work. What do you mean? It's been done 3, 4, 5 times already and it's worked every single time. What do you mean you don't know if it's gonna work for you? Like,
yeah.
And that's why we're so successful here.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, success hurts. Sprite doing numbers, jumping out the gym.
I was like, that was tough. I was like, that was tough.
That was good. That was good.
That was
Check
tough.
that out.
That was tough.
Does anybody else have other closing thoughts before we get out of here? This was a really good chat today, honestly. As much entertainment as was in it, but it was good. It was great. Yeah. I already gave out the follow us. Anything else on other ads?
I will say it's not so much because you know me, I'm a very big Marvel head. It wasn't like a video ad, even though I did watch the trailer for the new Doomsday, Chef's Kiss.
I refuse.
I know, but it's so good. You should probably watch it.
You like the trailer?
I like the trailer.
That's cute.
Everyone seems to look.
It was a very
not
good trailer.
that's cute.
It was just a
all
lot
right.
of stuff that we've seen already with a few
that
new
trailer's
clips.
Cute.
But we get to hear Robert Downing Jr. as Doom, and you don't even. I forgot it was Robert Downing Jr.
I didn't even know that.
I might watch it. All right.
I didn't even realize it was him in the trailer.
I didn't realize that was it. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, because you don't see his face, but you hear the voice, and it sounds. This is not Robert. This is not Iron Man. This is not Tony. So I don't know what they got going on. I'm very excited. But the Spider-Man ads that I've been seeing have been like extremely, like they did it for No Way Home where he's holding the two sides of the billboard. This one that I saw, I don't know where it was. It basically like it was like a car or something.
There was a train inside of New York and it had all the webs and stuff.
Yeah, and it was coming out of
like the
buildings.
Billboard. Yeah. Oh,
and he was on top holding. It was really cool.
I saw the activation where it was like the train coming out of the buildings in New York and it has all these like fake webs and stuff.
But it's Atlanta
big,
get these
in the air.
get these
and I was
things.
like, that's pretty
We're
tough.
big. We're
Yeah.
the Hollywood of the South.
Boo. But yeah, just stuff like that. Like even with Out of Home, like there are so many other things you could do. Like for Doomsday, imagine like you have like things coming out of buildings and like it looks like an incursion is happening, right? Like that's technically Out of Home, you know?
I mean,
like
brands should figure out a way to do like cinematic things like that for Out of Home. Like he's talking about using IMAX cameras for ads, but if brands where it fits can do something that's more interactive or more like
IMAX Out of Home.
Pay us.
IMAX billboard, it's huge.
70mm billboard.
Hey,
What he said.
Go ahead, send that RFP over.
No more free idea corner.
Come on, Chris.
Send that
over.
Y'all know what's up.
Chris. All right, we gonna get out of here.
Again,
Again, follow us. Thank you. We out.